Okay. Switch clothes? No, I mean, I wear yours and you wear mine. Okay, we won't do that.
Just for a little bit, then we switch back. Continuity.
Yeah, continuity. God, you know how much I hate that, right? In that show, I was like, come on. The toothpaste was turned upside down. And it's not now. How do you not see that? Someone needs to hire me as a continuity expert because I am all over it. Anyway, hi, I'm Ellen.
And I'm Eric.
And this is I Love That. And it's a podcast for our son, Jack, who is an only child. And we are going through this life story interview kit from Tails.com. And there are 150 cards. And they're all about asking questions about our lives, our parents' lives, things like that. And I'm sure it'll get into questions about children as well. And probably grandchildren. We might not be able to do some of these.
Maybe not.
Not quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we're going through these cards and we're answering questions. And we decided to make it a podcast because we want other people maybe to get the idea to do it as well. You know, do something like this for your kids or grandkids. It's fun. I mean, sometimes it's hard because we live together as well. We're a married couple. But most of the time, I love it.
Same.
Same. I mean, fair. That's fair. So, yeah. And we have 3 dogs. Rocco is over here, and I will let you see him some other time. This is Bella. She's our very old brown dog. You want to pick Chibi up?
Come here, Chibbers.
And this is our Chihuahua wiener dog. He's brothers with Rocco over there, and he is a big pain in the ass. So that's him.
Big time.
Watch out for your mic.
Off you go.
Okay, goodbye, sir. We have work to do. I need you to go. Nope, goodbye. So, get down. Thank you. Anyway, here we are. Another podcast. Our podcast handle is I Love That Jack's Crib on all of the social medias. And if you want to write us, we have something to say, which is fine. We'd love to hear from you. You can write us at I Love That at jackscrib.com. Jack's Crib is our son Jack's personal website that we made when he was born because he was a 27-week preemie. And everyone wanted to see what he was doing and how he was doing and all this stuff. So we decided to make a website. And we decided to tack it on to I Love That because I love that as a podcast and everything else was already taken.
Yep.
So it's I love that jackscrib.com or at jackscrib.com. So anyway, do you want to get to our question today?
Yes. Today's question is, what were your siblings like when you were young?
Okay, so I am a younger sister. I'm the youngest of 2, and you're the oldest of 2. And we both have brothers. My brother John is 6 years older than me, and he made sure I knew that throughout my life. But, you know, when we were kids, he was pretty mean a lot of the time, unfortunately. But, I mean, he's 6 years older than me. We didn't, you know, have anything in common.
Right.
I mean, he was just too much older. Sorry about the continuity issue. We had to put the dogs in their beautiful, very spacious, and very comfortable with a heating pad kennel because they just get a little rowdy sometimes. So we had to put the puppies in the kennel, and now we're back. So anyway, John, yeah, he was the one who would sit and uh, whisper in my ear that if I started screaming or yelling, he was going to punch me. So he made me sit and watch Night Gallery when I was 3, 4, 5.
Great show.
Great show now. Not great show for 3, 4, 5. Not great. So, and I was always the one who got in trouble because I would end up screaming. And my mom would yell down at me to tell me to shut the hell up. When it was actually John torturing me. So, anyway, I mean, we did a lot of fun stuff together too. We were the only kids on our big block. There was another family with kids across the street, but that house seemed to be sold and bought a lot. So one kid who lived there, Linda, her name was Linda, and she was the coolest. She had a teeter-totter, she had stilts, she had moon boots, the jumping moon boots. She had like all the coolest stuff. I don't know, it's like they were rich. I mean, we were not doing badly, but they were like, wow, lots of cool stuff. Did you ever learn how to walk on stilts?
No.
Oh, I did. It was cool. It was very cool. But so John and I did a lot of stuff together just for lack of having any other kids around, and because I feel like a lot of the times my parents left him in charge to watch me, which was not a great idea because they just didn't know that he was not a great babysitter. I mean, he didn't do, like, it's not like he beat me up or anything, uh, but he was just mean to me. Apparently, Billy Lincoln, his mom and my mom went out one night and John watched us, and Billy remembers John hitting us when we said something, when we spoke. He goes, man, he was such a dick. And I was like, I don't remember this. He hit us? And he's like, yes. Every time we spoke. I was like, okay, well, he was a dick. I'm sorry. I mean, what can I say? But I do remember fun times of playing board games, and um, a lot of times we would play outside all the time, go to the beach together. But I was, I think, more of just a tag along annoyance to him that he kind of was in charge of. But, and then, our relationship did not get better as we got older. I mean, we just are such different people. John had a very big problem with me, um, and my punk rock days. He really hated that whole scene, I guess. And he was like later on, after I was out of that stage, he was like, you just were like so weird, just so weird. So I don't know. He just couldn't handle that whole punk rock situation. I don't know what it was, or with me, I don't know. But I mean, and we've had turbulence all through our lives, and I've always tried to be there as an adult. I've tried to be there, and it doesn't always happen. Right now, we're in a great place, but that's not been the case for basically my whole life. So, yeah, it's different. I don't. I'm happy about it, but I'm also kind of guarded about it because I've been burned before. you know. So hopefully this is good. This is it. But I'm still a little bit guarded. But I still always love him and try to be in his life. So, yeah, that's John.
Yeah. Well, Uncle Aaron, is 8 years younger than me. So
This is huge.
we really did not have anything to get. I mean, when I graduated, he was in 4th grade.
Right. That's crazy.
There was nothing in common
No,
at all.
well, you couldn't.
And then I left right after school. I joined the Army,
Right.
went away, was gone for 8 years, came back, and missed his graduation by 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But since then, we've gotten along great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We go down there. In fact, we were going to go down there. Today's Easter of 2025. And we were going to go down there for lunch. It was just turned out that the timing was bad and the weather was worse.
Yeah.
So.
But how was he when he was a child?
I don't remember. I mean, I remember seeing pictures of us.
Right.
When we were kids, when he was like maybe 2 or 3.
When you were like 10.
And I was goofing around with him, and we were laughing and having a good time.
Right.
So I wasn't even around to be a mean big brother.
Mean big brother, yeah. I wonder why your parents waited so long.
I don't know.
Did you ever ask them?
No.
Huh. I know my parents waited until John was in kindergarten until he was in school all day. They said they wanted to wait until he had his own life to bring another child in to.
Usually you want them together.
I know, but at that point, I guess, I mean, this is the 60s.
Yeah.
Who knows what people were saying at that point. Hippie crap,
yeah.
Right? So John had his own life. They had me. And, sometimes it works out. Sometimes it just doesn't. So,
yeah.
But you don't remember him as a kid at all?
Honestly.
You just missed so much of his life.
Yeah. I do remember we went, and he was 1.5, maybe.
Right.
When we went to Florida. And I remember, because it was a disaster.
Oh.
He got burnt on one of Dad's cigarettes on the hand.
Oh my God.
And in the humidity and the heat down there, it just got infected. And yeah, we had to take him in, cool him down, IVs.
Oh my.
Put him in a big old splint on his arm.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I've never heard. I mean, I knew that there was a disaster in Florida. On the Florida trip was a disaster, but I didn't know he got burned.
That was one of them. That was a big one of them.
Oh my
Dad
God.
Somehow swam into the sidewall of the pool, straight, head first. Broke his nose.
Oh my God.
Blood all over the place.
That was in Florida?
Yeah. That was at the hotel in Florida.
Oh my God. What is wrong with your family?
I know. It was one thing after the other. It was from what I remember of like Space Mountain and stuff like that. It was super cool.
Yeah. So you went to Florida, you went to Disney?
Yep.
God, what a mess that would be with a 1-year-old and a 9-year-old. But, that's horrible.
Well, and like a 6-year-old too, because we stopped in Jackson and picked up my cousin, Jason.
Yeah.
And we took him along.
Oh, when did the burn and the broken nose happen? Like first day, second day?
Aaron's burn happened early, and then within a couple days we were at the hospital
again
for it, and then Dad did his nose. There was something else coming back. I just can't remember what it was.
Huh.
But
wow.
But that's the memory I have of Aaron, was getting burnt and being so sick.
Really fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Jesus. You think that's one of the reasons he became a fireman?
I don't know, subliminally.
Yeah, subconsciously. Yeah. John, I didn't say what he does. He's an attorney. He's a defense attorney.
Yep.
Has his own practice. So in San Diego. But wow, that's sad.
Yeah.
That you don't have very many memories, but you have pictures and stuff.
We get along now.
Yeah.
We talk. We visit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's great. You guys are decent friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. And I'm friends with Sarah, his wife.
Yep.
So we get along. Everyone seems to get along now really well.
Right.
Yeah. At this point,
Yeah.
let's not jinx it or whatever.
Right. You guys barely any family left, man.
Right? Can't fuck this up. We have nothing if we do that. I don't plan on it. But
well, this goes into the next question.
Oh, does it?
That we've been talking about. The next question is, could you tell me a story or memory of your brothers or sisters?
Well, we just did.
And we just did.
Yeah. I'll tell a story about John that I remember that was horrifying, that he was probably maybe 10 or 11, and he was walking on the fence on the top part of the fence in our backyard, and we had poinsettia trees, and they had just been pruned, and they pruned them completely back. And so there was just sharp shit all over the place, all over the trees. And John fell off the fence, and he fell right here, right by his heart, and was like hanging from the fucking tree. Yeah. So I was there. I remember being there like a flash, probably. I don't remember the chaos that ensued, which I'm sure happened.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, he's got it didn't puncture anything, his heart or anything, but he has a scar about this long.
Oh, wow.
Right across his chest. I know. So I do remember that. That's a story about him.
Wow.
Yeah. Have you never heard that story? Wow.
Never knew that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you have any other stories of Aaron? Just the cigarette burn?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's...
What about Christmases?
I don't remember too many. I don't really remember them.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, some of us have... You just had a timing issue.
Yeah.
With your brother, Didn't have anything to do with whether or not you wanted to have a relationship with him. It was just because of the difference. You just didn't get to.
We were just too different, yeah. Too
probably
far apart.
If you had stayed maybe in Shelby, you probably would have had a closer relationship, but still, you went to the Army, you're gone. And I mean, I met you just a couple years after you were out of the Army.
Right.
So that's like half your life now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's criminy. Oh, wow. Well, that's wild. Okay, well, we got two cards done.
Yeah.
Nice. Twofer. It's twofer. 2 and 2. So great. Good show.
Yeah.
Well, I liked it. I'm getting more comfortable. Are you?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Big time.
Good. I'm glad. Okay, well, I guess until next time, this has been I love that. See you later.
Bye.